For sale is a 1974 AMC AMX Javelin, 360, 3-speed, 14-inch rally rims with the volcano top, with the volcano caps and the red center markings. Dual mirrors, driver's side and passenger, which was an option on these vehicles, was not standard. Has a set of bucket seats out of 1972 Javelin. These are kind of nice because they have the hard shell back, the turtle shell back as it's called. Does have the rally pack gauges. Speedometer would work if the cable was replaced. It's got a bad speedo cable on it. The heat or the temperature gauge works. The alternator gauge works, or your amps. Fuel gauge would probably work if it was hooked up, but it has a fuel cell in it and it's not hooked up right now. Oil pressure gauge does not work. However, it does have an oil pressure gauge on the right side of the steering wheel, which I'll show you when I go to start it. And the tachometer does work. This is a non-AC car. Nice interior. Does not have the headliner in it. I do have the headliner. Comes with the vehicle. This car will come with quite a few extra parts if you're the winning bid. Let me show you a couple of the spots of rust on it. It does have rust down here in the bottom left quarter behind the driver's door. It's a very common spot. I do have replacement skins for these quarter panels. Has a little surface rust right here. Has the AMX, or it has the, I guess you call it AMX spoiler on it. Badged and everything. Does have a gas cap here, which is non-functioning. That was installed by the previous owner who had it before me. No idea. It's not something I would have done. He also decided to put an extra set of taillights on the back. It should only have these outer two. He put these inner two on there and then never wired them up. So again, I always kind of said he really wasn't a car guy. He wasn't really sure what he was doing. Has a fuel cell in the back. 20-gallon fuel cell. Some of the parts are back here with the car. This is a ring and pinion along with a master rebuild kit for the AMC 20 rear end. I do have an extra gasket for the trunk. And this is a twin grip AMC posi unit for this vehicle. Let me show you the other two spots of rust on the vehicle. There's one back here on the back right quarter panel. And let me get you to this other spot, which is over here behind this passenger door. This will probably just need the full rescan on it, but again, we'll pass by it in a second. You'll see the quarter panels are over here, along with an extra skid guard there, whatever they want to call that. That's the standard one. Currently on the vehicle, it has the more performance-oriented one where it's actually like a fin on the bottom. Okay, so let's pop the hood. I'll show you the engine. Put you down just for a second. So this is the heart of the beast. This is the 1971 360. Not sure if you can see it there. We do have the long tube headers on it. Those are hookers. We have Excel 8.8 millimeter super stock plug wires on it, along with a super stock coil. It's got a Holley 700 dual feed. Roller rockers on top of that. It's a very good engine. The exhaust system is a 2.5-inch exhaust system going into Delta 40s. It's very aggressive sounding. Engine is cold. I'm going to start this up for you in just a second. Let's see how quickly it kicks over and explain how I start the car. It's got one issue with the column. I don't have the complete column rebuilt, so I put in this delay switch to bypass that. Get the keys. So when you're starting this car, it usually takes 2 pumps of the gas and then turn. So we got the key in. You see it doesn't start. I got to press this button. So we'll go 1, 2, hold the brake. Car fires right up. It's a great engine. You can see the tachometer is working. The windshield wipers work. I put a new wiper motor on it. Here it's idling nicely. Headlights work, the brights work. Horn works. So horn works. Blinkers work. So we got one blinker and another blinker. Again, you can hear the car idling very nicely. We got one more little spot of rust right here. Car fires right up, runs great, drives down the road great, stops great. Yeah, I'll show you that oil pressure gauge real quick. It's right here. Right now the car is warming up. We're at about 60 pounds of oil pressure. It operates around 40. After the car, when you're driving down the road, usually it operates between 40 and 60, depending on your speed. When the car is fully warm, that oil pressure gauge will stay around 20 at idle. So really good oil pressure on this car. I did pull the radio out and put this delete plate in. The radio was aftermarket. The nice thing is the aftermarket radio on this did not cut into the side of this gauge cluster. A lot of times you'll get these and they're cut out. This one's not, so that's really great. Give it a little rev and you can hear it. So anyhow, this car is going to be up on eBay pretty soon. I'll post a second video of all the parts that come with the vehicle. You get a lot of parts with it. You get the headliner, which is down here. This is the Carter that came on the vehicle that I had rebuilt, but I replaced it with the Holly. I have extra gauge parts up here, or gauge, but like dash cluster parts. There's books and more emblems and parts over here. I have extra glass for the vehicle. They're side glass. I don't have the front and rear windows, but I do have all this extra. I have extra side glass for it. Anyhow, if you like the car, put a bid on it. Hopefully you're the winner. I think it's a great project for a father or son, or for someone who's looking to work on a car that's not too far from complete. Anyhow, let me know if you have questions. Comment down below, or send me an email through the auction. Good luck.